Good morning, 17, and happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, June 4th, 2020. If everybody could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. We're standing tall, we're facing the flag, hands are placed over our hearts. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our school mission statement. We are here to be literate, innovative, and proficient scholars who will participate in rich academic learning in a nurturing environment where we will rise. This will be accomplished by creating collaborative and supportive teaching and learning systems involving the entire PS17 community. Okay, family, so we started off the week to kick off Pride Month by reading It's Okay to Be a Unicorn. And I keep coming back to making some text-to-text connections, right? So readers make different kinds of connections. Sometimes when we read a book, we can make text-to-self connections, which means you're thinking about like seeing yourself and your own life in a book, right? And sometimes we make what's called text-to-text connections. And so we might learn something or discover something in one book, and it reminds us of something in another book. So when we were reading about Ellen DeGeneres and some of what she went through, I was thinking about Cornelius, and that he kind of hid who he was for a while, and he wasn't really happy until he let everybody know, hey, I'm a unicorn and I'm proud. Same with Ellen DeGeneres, right? What we learned yesterday. So today we're going to read about somebody named Mary Edwards Walker. And Miss Walker also reminds me of Cornelius, but Cornelius towards the end of the story, when he's like, hey, this is who I am. And sort of also like when Cornelius was getting ready, and particularly this part, because he's just kind of wearing what he wants to wear. He loves sparkly things, right? He's just who he is, right? And he then encourages others to be who he is, right? So when he's getting ready, he's picking out a favorite outfit, right? And so Miss Walker lived, she was born in 1832, a long time ago, right? She passed away in 1919, so none of us were alive when she was alive. And she defied what's called gender stereotypes, right? And she also had a family who supported her, which is really important, right? And family just doesn't have to be your mom and your dad, or your mom and your mom, or your dad and your dad. Family can be anybody. It can be a grandpa, an auntie, an uncle, a friend, anybody. The point is that she was able to express herself the way she wanted to through clothing. And she also had the support of people around her that loved her. And so one of the things I want to speak to you about, and if you can see in the picture here, there looks to be two women dressed in dresses, fancy clothes, fancy hats. And then here's Miss Walker, Miss Mary Walker, and she's dressed in a suit with a hat. And so back when Mary was alive, women weren't supposed to wear pants. Like, it's almost like they weren't allowed to wear pants. All they could wear was dresses, right? And I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, if I had to wear a dress every day, I would be like really upset. I like wearing dresses sometimes, but I don't like wearing them every day. Sometimes I like wearing pants. And so we make up things like that. Like that's like a cultural thing when we say, oh, dress like a girl or dress like a boy, or you can only play with blocks because you're a boy. And that we know that that's not true, right? But when Miss Walker was alive, it sort of was true, right? It was like girls weren't seen as normal if they were wearing pants. Okay, and so we're going to read about Miss Walker and how she chose to live in who she was, and she was proud, and she defied that gender stereotype. And then we're going to learn that she also had a family that loved her. And that's how I made this connection to Cornelius, because in the end, Cornelius was like, this is who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I love myself, and I'm proud of myself. So let's read about Miss Walker. Again, there's only one picture to this page, so I'm going to show you the picture as I read. Mary Edwards Walker, surgeon. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Mary who wore whatever clothes she wanted: boots, pants, ties, shirts. At that time, girls were expected to wear tightly laced corsets and layers of petticoats under their skirts. It was hard to move or even breathe in clothes like that. Oh, I wouldn't like that. That's kind of, I guess, what they're wearing there. The two people in the background. But unlike all her friends' parents, Mary's mom and dad thought that everyone, including girls, should wear whatever they liked. Her father, a self-taught country doctor, thought that all of his children would be happier and healthier in comfortable trousers and shirts, especially in the hot, humid summers. Mary was happy about that. She much preferred boys' clothes anyway, right? And so that's really important because we want to be the type of people that support each other, right? And so it seems like she had people around her that supported her and weren't telling her, no, you have to wear a dress. Mary, her sisters, and her brother were encouraged by their father to study. Mary wanted to be a doctor, so she attended medical school and graduated as one of the first female doctors in the United States. Mary married a fellow doctor, and she wore trousers and a coat for their wedding because she liked that outfit more than a traditional wedding dress. When the Civil War broke out, she stepped forward to serve in the Union Army. A few times, Mary was arrested for dressing in men's clothes. See, so that's what I was telling you before. They weren't allowed to dress in men's clothes. She did, right, because she just felt comfortable in them. But she was arrested for living her life the way she wanted to. So a few times, Mary was arrested for dressing in men's clothes. But to Mary, those were just clothes. She just wore what she wanted. She saved many lives during the Civil War and was awarded a Congressional Medal of Honor once it had ended. She wore the medal her whole life on the collar of her coat next to her tie. So, PS 17, let's be like Miss Walker today. Let's be like Cornelius today. And let's keep being proud of who we are. 17, have a wonderful day. And as always, we love you.